What is going on, all you human beings who are worthy of love? It's week 6. It's an ethnic experience in the United States. It's AIS 119. I'm Dr. Reed giving you what you need. You're amazing. Invitation, not an obligation, but if you want to, sit up nice and tall. Take the deepest breath of love you had all day. Breathing in some love as you are worthy of love. Exhale some love. Well, great to be with you all, people. It's week 6. Today we are learning about Asian American Pacific Islander history and how people came to the United States as well too. So there are 48 different countries that comprise Asia. There'll be a lot of different stories that we're looking at as well here. So I'm a lifelong learner, and what I provided for you, I don't pretend like it covers everything, but I'm going to do our best to talk about some of these stories. And in your responses and your reactions, I definitely want to read about your thoughts or even things to add as well too. I want to know about it. I want to learn from you all. This class is whatever we co-collaborate. As Dr. Karenga talks about, we have our own unique special cultural truths that we have a responsibility to share with others. So I would look forward to learning alongside you. So we're going to talk about some of these articles briefly. This really, the focus here is going to be listening, amplifying the voices of others. So I want you all to spend time, make sure to watch all these videos. So this will be a shorter video from me, but I want you to watch all these videos as well too. And what these videos are looking about Asian American history in general, looking about what pushed Chinese people potentially to come to the United States as well too, looking at some Korean immigration, looking at the Arab American or Middle Eastern experience, looking at Indian Americans coming to this country as well too, people from India, people from Vietnam as well too, some of the people who came as refugees, what that looks like, Filipinos coming to this country as well too, talking more about the Cambodian American experience, some Syrian refugees coming to this country, like more about the Chinese American experience, looking at how Pakistanis came to this country as well too, looking at the decline of Japanese American farm workers, how Cambodians who were from the United States, born in the United States, but were deported. So how they fight this immigration policy, a little more current event in history. South Asians in America, redefining the American dream. And the last few here, looking at the Hmong experience as well too. So want you all to take a look at these videos. Let me know what you think in the response section here as well too, as it is part of how you get your participation points. And we're lifelong learners, and I want to learn alongside you. That's what education is, right? That's what you're paying for, to better yourself personally and professionally. So the education is one of those things. It's where people want the highest paid premium, but you want less of it. But I want you all to get the most out of it. Watch these videos. I look forward to learning alongside each and every one of you. Some of the different articles that you're looking to look at here. Nikki Dang, looking at the Vietnamese experience when looking at a portrait of her grandfather. This article right here, it's looking from 1904, and it's very racist, it's very backwards, but it's just trying to show you what the sentiment, what the idea, what the perspective was towards Chinese Americans at the time in 1904. So mind you, this is after Chinese Americans were brought here to build the Transcontinental Railroad, which really was the internet of its time and connecting the coasts, going from New York to California in a matter of days, which before would have took months, and wagon train and people nearly, oftentimes dying on that trip as well too. So really revolutionized how our country communicated and how we were connected. But at the same time, shortly thereafter is the Chinese Exclusion Act. And then in this article as well too, it's really just some harmful racist language towards Chinese people and towards that exclusion. And then looking at this as well too, yellow peril and Asian exclusion in the Americas, looking throughout history, just some of those racist laws and just what people were subject to, what the racism that people had to endure, particularly Asian American Pacific Islander peoples. And then the last article here that I want you to look at is from Dartmouth University. It's looking at the 442nd Regiment, which 442nd Regimental Combat Team, which is the most recognized as the most decorated unit in American history, comprised of Japanese Americans. So these people, they had to not only fight racism from other people within their own country, but they went and served our country and became the most decorated regiment in all of United States history, which is pretty wild that we often don't feel like we talk about that enough, to acknowledge, educate, and honor human beings and these Japanese Americans and their contributions towards their country. So with that being said, you are all human beings who are worthy of love. Make sure to watch all the videos. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to me. I'm a lifelong learner alongside each and every one of you. Just really want to appreciate, just want to say thank you. Yao Wang Ko, thanks in Oneida. Gamon, thank you in Vietnamese. She, thanks in Mandarin. Just want to say arigato, thanks in Japanese. Really appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate you so much. Go Rap Makagat, thanks in Irish. Danke Shane, thanks in German. Appreciate each and every one of you. Yawanko, kunolúkhwa, thank you. I love you. Until next time in Oneida. I will see you all next week. Thanks, everybody. Oh, and lastly, don't forget, last thing before we get here is the midterm. Your midterm is going to be next week as well too, and that's due on Monday, October 3rd. So be sure to have a 2 to 3 minute oral presentation ready. And again, you are graded on your accuracy, effort, and time. So make sure that you're not going over that and you're meeting that 2-minute minimum. Or if you, I want to try to be equitable here, and if you really do not feel like public speaking or you don't want to get that practice in, you feel more comfortable expressing yourself through the written medium, then you're welcome to do a 2 to 4 page double-spaced paper as well. And what you're either talking about or writing about is up to 3 concepts, what you either learned in the class or outside of the class, which relate to our class content, which is the culture, history, and contemporary issues from different ethnic groups across the world. And we're looking to acknowledge, educate, and honor those different stories. Creativity is key here. Again, if you want to share about your own unique cultural truth as well too, and your family's experience and heritage, would love to hear about that. So again, that's the paper or oral presentation. That is going to be for Monday, October 3rd. Be ready to present on that or be ready to have that turned in. If there's any other questions, you can reach out and talk to me as always. Dr. Reed here to give you what you need. Just wanted to say, yawanko kunolúkhwa. Thank you. I love you. Until next time, Oneida. All right, that's a real goodbye. Bye, everybody.